everyone, if you want to learn how to make these edible candy cane EOS treats, make sure you guys watch the full video to the very end. Today we're using Crayola's candy canes. So these are color your mouth candy canes, so they leave a color on your tongue or on your lips. So we have 6 of them: green, yellow, orange, red, purple, and blue. So let's see what colors those are. So you can see here that it says each candy cane turns your tongue a different color. And in this case, if you want, you can turn your lips different colors. So red is cherry, orange is orange, yellow is lemon, green is apple, blue is raspberry, and purple is grape. Yum, 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 yum. So let's get this started. So if you've never heard of an EOS lip balm, this is what it is, and this one is for the holidays. So it stands for Evolution of Smooth, and it is very, very nice lip balm. So we're just going to open up the package here. And the cool thing about these little capsules is that you can make these candy treats because they create such a cool shape. So let's open it up. And here you have our vanilla bean lip balm. See that cool egg shape? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take out the lip balm and we're gonna use this container to create the egg shape of the EOS container using just these candy canes. For the sake of this video, I'll show you how to remove the lip balm. In a perfect world, you'd be using a lip balm and you'd be complete it so that you can, use it for other things. So carefully pop out the middle. Now these are one of the new ones, and I'm not sure if I find it easier or harder to pop it out, but it definitely is different than the ones that they used to have. So what you're gonna do after this is you wanna make sure that you have somewhere you can put the lip balm. So I usually just put it back in here, and then you're gonna carefully scrape off the stuff just on the underbelly of the egg shape, right? So you wanna scrape this off so that when you take off the big lump of the lip balm, it's quite a bit easier. Once you have that all off, it should be super easy to peel this top part off. So see how I did that? It just should have popped off. And then, if you really want, you can also put it right back on once you're done experimenting with your candy treats. But just make sure you try to clean it out as much as possible. Time to make our EOS candy treats. So I'm going to start off with blue. So I have my empty EOS container, which of course had lip balm in it. You cannot buy these containers empty. So I'm going to take out my blue raspberry candy cane. And even though I'm only showing, I believe in this video, that I have 1 candy cane, I actually ended up having to use 2. So I was hoping I could only use 1, but you actually need 2 because quite a bit of the candy does get stuck to the bowl. So just make sure that you guys have 2 candy canes available and a microwavable dish. And then what you're going to do is you're going to break up your candy cane into small pieces so that it microwaves easier. And then I'll show you the rest in a little bit. Okay, so here's our blue raspberry candy cane, and I would like to see how much this makes a mark on my hand. So I'm going to lick it. Tasty blue raspberry. And let's see. A little bit. I guess you could do that. If you really wanted to color your lips blue, you could technically rub that on your lips, and that would be pretty cool. And the best part is that it's candy, so you can just lick your lips right off. So I'm going to break it up and prep it for the microwave. The next step is putting some oil on the top of your EOS container, so not the bottom, the top where it has the egg shape. And the oil is to make sure that the sugar doesn't stick. So this is a super duper important step, so make sure you guys remember that. Any oil should work. Then if you want, you can screw the middle piece of the EOS container on. Now you're going to see that I have to kind of like smush it through because I wanted to make sure that my candy cane wasn't too liquidy because it gets really hot. So if you prefer to put the middle piece on after you pour some in, that's fine too. So either before or after. So this is my 1 blue candy cane. This was about 25 seconds in the microwave. And at this point I'm realizing, okay, 1 candy cane is not enough. So I'm going to scrape it in there. And again, you guys make sure that you're super careful with this stuff. If you need parental supervision, make sure you guys have it because you can burn yourself pretty bad. So you want to carefully try to put it into the EOS container, right? And then you're going to have to let it settle down into the top or help push it down. So like I mentioned earlier, I actually need 2 candy canes, so here I go melting the second one. And I just kind of left this playing so you guys can watch. I'm having a hard time because the bowl is super hot because this is my second candy cane that I've melted. But I just want you guys to make sure that you are prepared for this stuff to be hot. So the candy is hot, the bowl can get hot, and you really have to make sure that you guys are careful, okay? And eventually once it cools down, I'm using the lid here, and sometimes you can even use your finger once you know that it's cooled down. So again, you don't want to do that if you know the candy's hot because it will burn your skin pretty bad. Okay, but once it's cooled off, it is a good technique to push it down into the egg top. So once I have all the candy scraped out of the bowl, at this point I'm just using whatever I have available. So I believe this is some peppermint flavoring, a little bottle that I have, and I'm just squishing it into the top of the EOS so that I know that all the candy is going to create that egg shape. So use whatever you have and just try to smush it all the way down just to make sure that there's no air bubbles or anything like that. Okay, and then once you're done that, you can put it in the fridge for about 30 minutes and you should be good to go. Okay, so once that's in the fridge, we're gonna make our grape one. So the purple candy cane, using my purple EOS container. So I'm just gonna try this one and then see if it creates any sort of color on my hand. A little bit of a purple color. It could be a nice sort of purpley shade on your lips. That might look good. I like it, I like it. Okay, so once we have 2 full candy canes ready, and I'm sure you could have a little nibble if you wanted to because we really don't use 2 full, but you definitely need more than 1. You're gonna prep the top. So you're gonna use your oil. Again, in this case, I have my spraying cooking oil, and just make sure that it's covering all areas as the candy really does get stuck, and that's no fun because it just doesn't work out. So screwing on the middle, again, that's your choice whether you wanna do this after or before you pour some into the top of the container. So I always like to do it before. And then here we go. So that's about 25 to 30 seconds in the microwave with 2. And you want to make sure that there's like maybe 1 or 2 bubbles, but you don't want to melt the whole thing. In this case, I'm using an oven mitt just because when I made the blue, it was so hot. But you'll see that eventually as the video progresses, I don't need an oven mitt because the bowl isn't that hot. So again, carefully pouring the candy cane, and you can see that it gets hard so fast, you guys. This is kind of tricky. That's why you need parental supervision. So I'm just gonna take off my oven mitt and just I'm gonna start pushing this stuff down. So while our grape one is in the fridge, we're gonna move on to our cherry. So this is our red candy cane. This would be perfect for a nice red glow of the lips. Okay, so this one looks absolutely delicious. So I'm just gonna have a little lick just to see what the color looks like on my hand, because I think this one would be kind of cool for sort of like a lip balm. I think that would look nice, just like a nice pinky red tint on your lips. And again, purely edible, so I think this is the best of both worlds, edible and lip balm. Awesome. Okay, so our red cherry is all done, and we're gonna put that in the fridge and then move on to our orange. Okay, so orange. You guys think this is gonna leave a color on my hand? Good for lip balm, not good for lip balm. Looks delicious though. So I'm gonna have a little lick and see if it could work as a lip balm. And I think it could. There's definitely a nice orange tint there, nice glossy orange tint. I think that looks really nice. Alright, just wrapping up the orange here, we'll put that in the fridge, and while we are waiting for that, we will move on to our yellow candy cane. Okay, so just finishing unwrapping this, and looks good. Yellow is lemon, so we're gonna see if this could make a good lip balm. I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe a little bit, hey? There's always that nice gloss there, which can always work too. Natural gloss look. Okay, and our last one is green, which I think for sure would color your lips green. So let's open it up. Looks like a pretty good candy cane, so I'm just gonna try it. This one's supposed to be apple, and most importantly, will it color my lips green? Yep, definitely will color my lips green. Anybody out there who wants green lips? Maybe for Christmas, that might be kind of cute. I like it. Once they've hardened, you guys carefully take off the lid and you'll see what you've created. So I'm just gonna go through all the other flavors, and I hope you guys enjoy watching the big reveal of all the other flavors. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you guys do so. And if you really enjoyed this video, we have many more other EOS candy treats that we've created, so make sure you guys check it out at Happy Toy Time.